now it is my great pleasure to announce the BOBCAT of 2009. The board has decided to give this award to one of the most active members of Euclid and also a member of the past board, to colleague and Professor Ragnar Alsson. Ragnar was really very active during his leadership in Euclid, and you might all remember that he was active in this big project we had together, Euclid and Royal School of Library Information Science in Copenhagen, which resulted in a book, in a monograph about the curricula. And I'm sure that many of you are looking at this book and trying to find some nice ideas. Also, he was involved in many of the BOBCATSS events, and he was also a very good advisor to all of us working with Euclid. So, Ragnar, thank you very much for your help.
You really took me by surprise. But I must say that I am very grateful and I feel very honored to receive this prize, taking into regard those who have received it before, and also taking into regard all the excellent professionals I have learned to know during my time in library and information science. And I would also like to state that working in library and information science in general, and working internationally in particular, with Euclid, with the BOBCATSSS, that has been a really rewarding experience. Rewarding both intellectually and socially. I think that we are working within library information science. We are working in a fantastic field in a way. It is scholarly challenging and scholarly rewarding, trying to find, as the topic is for the next year's BOBCATSSS, new ways for library and information science. Librarianship as a practical profession is also tightly related to, say, fundamental political issues, such as equality, such as digital divides, which we have discussed during this conference, such as democracy and equal access to knowledge, which also makes it a socially and politically rewarding experience to work within this field. One discusses, I think, in most professional fields and also in librarianship, is there a future for our profession? We discussed that in one of the sessions yesterday. What about education for the future of librarianship? Will digitization, for instance, make us superfluous? I see that in a quite different way. I have a definition of librarianship where I define librarianship as being a profession initiating social processes, first and foremost social processes related to learning, knowledge sharing, and mediation of culture, based on organized collections of documents, organized collections of knowledge, physical or virtual. When more and more is being digitized, that means that we can focus on that which is our social responsibility, that which is our raison d'etre, and that is these social processes. We can focus less upon that which is the instrument, which is the collections. And that does not make us less relevant, it makes us much more relevant. Because these social processes, for knowledge sharing and professionals who can initiate them, are more needed than ever. A couple of years ago, the Norwegian Library Association published a kind of a manifesto on library education and library research, and the first sentence in that manifesto goes somewhat like this. In today's digitized world and information society, the world itself becomes a library. And library and information science provides you with the tool that makes you master that world. And I think that is a way of formulating it which gives us the confidence we need to go forward and to develop our profession. And I am also very privileged to have had this opportunity to take part in this very unique BOBCATSSS experience where young students, the professionals of tomorrow, are being integrated into our professional community. So once again, thank you very much for this prize.